Hello and welcome back to the T's and C's of Life podcast with Tanya and Claire.
Giddy.
Welcome back for episode 22. We apologise for our absence last week. It was shoddy. I think we've done that 2 or 3 times now. We need to kind of get our act together.
Yeah, I think it's... she's looking at me. She's saying we.
I've been very passive aggressive.
If you could... It's a good thing we're not live. If you could see Claire's face. It's pointedly at me. It is me. I'm shit. I am shit with time management. It is. I hold my hands up that everything just... I'm a very busy person, and that's no excuse because Claire is also very busy. I'm not saying that. And I don't prioritise my time efficiently enough, and I'm going to start next season, not because we're finishing now. Next season I'm going to be better, and it will be in, and I will be planned, and I will be organised.
Okay.
Claire doesn't believe
If you're not,
me.
that will be the last season because I won't continue doing it.
And it's
too much for me. I can't deal. I need punctuality.
Yes.
You were 10 minutes late tonight. That
That's good
stresses
for me.
out.
That's good for
No,
me.
that's not. Half an hour. At 1:30. Be here at 1:30.
That's never going to happen.
Well, I'm going to say to you 1:15 and from now on, and in my head I'm like 1:30.
That's what most people... You should do that with me. We know
shouldn't.
this.
You've known me long enough now that it pisses me off.
I know, but I can't. I do try.
But
I
do
did
you?
look at... No, I did. I looked at my clock at 20 past and thought, I've got to be at Claire's at 1:30. And then I did something else. And then was like, shit, it's 1:30. And then still did something else. And it wasn't 10 minutes. I was 8 minutes. That's better.
Well, shall we check my phone and see what time I text you at? I'm pretty sure. Don't... Yeah, no. You said to me at 19:39 that you were just coming, and you were still another 2-3 minutes
I had
after
to wee.
that. Okay, so don't say it was 8 minutes. It wasn't. It was longer than 10.
I'm gonna try harder. I'm never on. I can't. I have to. Time management. I have no time management skills.
Well, to be fair, I shouldn't. I'm not judging. I'm just doing this purely for.
Yeah, she's gonna kick me afterwards.
But the clocks in my house are all different times.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's nearly 10 minutes faster than the one that's in the kitchen. And I know that, and I haven't fixed it.
Do you still...
Oh, I still get a shock every
that's
time.
slow.
Oh, it's slow.
That's slow.
Oh, well, the one in the kitchen then is like yesterday.
No. See, that... I'd never be here. I'd be like, fuck it. No, not doing it.
I should actually put tardiness on my list of pet peeves, because that is what we're talking about today.
And you know, but that would probably be one of mine as well.
What? Oh my God.
I hate being kept waiting.
Yeah, but that's a selfish perspective though.
It really is, and I'm fully aware of my flaws. I can't be amazing in every area. I have to have something. Even online remote meetings at work, I'll be late. And I'll be sat there at the computer half the time, and it just takes me that bit extra time to press the button. I'm there. No.
At least you own it, and you're like, not like, no, I'm never late.
Oh God, I don't think anyone would ever let me do that. I think I've been late way too many times for people to sort of accept that.
Well, even despite our absence last week, we still got some love from our listeners, which was really nice. Haley sent a message to say that she missed us in the shower with her, because she listens to us when she's in the shower. She has like an hour-long shower.
Naked.
I know.
That's fun.
We've seen you in the shower.
Aww. Oh, thanks, Hay. See, that is nice. I think that it's like I miss doing it. When we don't do it, and when there's not one out, that it is purely that my fucked upness that stops it happening. But
see, some people, like when I've looked, before we started doing our podcast, I did do a little bit of research on how's the best way to manage it and how's the best way to produce it, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of people bulk record, which, yes, is great, but then I like keeping my finger on the pulse. I like doing the weekly recording. I do enjoy that because it's a fun hour that we spend together, and it's it's
and I think when
it has to be topical as well. I feel like it needs to be current on the news.
And we have done like 2 in once before, and I didn't like it.
Yeah,
because it felt it just didn't work in
you
my
feel
brain.
You're stashing content. Just
And then
I've never been a great fan of scheduling content on social media either. Like thinking ahead. I'm not a great planner in that respect. Like I like to know what's coming up, but I like to be spontaneous in terms of my content. So
yeah, no, I don't know that we could bulk record, and that's a lot of time as well.
We also got a message from James saying that he enjoyed listening to a previous episode from before, which was lovely.
Oh, thanks, James.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And a male listener.
Yes, lovely. Not just Trevor.
And Aidan. Well, Aidan at work. He's a keen listener.
Son, I hope not.
No, no, not that Aidan. Work Aidan. He's good at listening.
Yeah, no, that's good. A super fan.
Yeah, we have got a few males, which is nice. But
have you got any news to share?
No.
What's happening? What have you been doing?
Working.
Just working. You must have done some other shit.
It honestly feels like all I'm doing at the moment is working, whether it's MAB, PART, the unconscious bias. That's literally all I'm doing at the minute, which is good. I love it. I'm not even complaining. And even over the weekend, that's where my brain's at, because there's so much coming up over the next couple of months that I'm trying to just get my head straight and which is what and who's delivering to what, and I've got plans for PART that I'm trying to implement. So my brain is constantly, it's not switching off. We did saying that we went to Folkestone on Saturday, I think it was, which was lovely. That was nice. A couple of hours just wandering, which was nice. But yeah, other than that, it's just been work. I haven't seen my mum. I need to go and see my mother. I just brain. It's difficult being so important. You know?
Well, I went to a child's birthday party on Saturday.
Oh.
Very hungover.
Oh.
Extremely hungover. So
Saturday?
Yeah, on Saturday. So the mum of the child whose birthday party it was, I'd invited her over the evening before. We were in the hot tub having a few drinks.
I heard you. I could hear you laughing. It really upset me. I probably was getting FOMO. It's like, who's Claire laughing with? Claire laughs with me.
Because my other neighbour texts me and she says, the mixture of you and your friend is so loud.
Oh, wow.
That was very passive aggressive. She never replied to my apology the next day.
Oh, no.
So that wasn't just that, oh, that's so lovely. It's, you're very loud and you're really pissing me off.
Yeah, that is more of that. I just wanted to come and play. I nearly did at one point. I was like, I'm just going to fucking go and get him a swimming costume. And then I thought, no, because I don't know who's in there and that could be really weird.
The next morning, I was so rough. So rough. Oh. And only just tonight when I was in the bath was I brave enough to listen to the Alexa sound bites. Alexa! Over the bubbles of the hot tub. Alexa! Oh, God.
Wow.
It was terrible. Great fun. Had a brilliant time. Aww. But, yeah, the hangover...
Not as much fun as you have with me, though.
No.
I just need to be stroked. Oh, no, it did sound like you was having a lovely evening.
There is something about drinking in that hot tub, though, because I didn't even drink a lot.
Oh, really?
And I know I said this the last time. It's vodka in the hot tub.
Really?
I need to stop doing that. Well, it's great fun, because at the time you're having a whale of a time.
I suppose, and it's bubbly and everything.
Poor Robert next door, he must be at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was shouting, Alexa! I distinctly remember...
1 o'clock in the morning?
I distinctly remember after my friend had left, going back out to the hot tub by myself.
Shut up. You need to stay away from water when you've had a drink. It's too many times. I fell asleep in the bath.
Yeah, God.
You've got... This is a habit of yours.
I know, well...
You've got to stop that. Oh, well, thinking of drinking, it is this weekend is the drinking night of the year. It is our favourite weekend ever. I'm so excited.
My birthday and Trevor's birthday. But it's actually my birthday weekend. My birthday's on Sunday.
Yep.
And my bestie Bonnie's coming down.
When is she down?
Saturday afternoon.
Oh, she's down on the Saturday. Oh,
yes.
Okay. I'm out Friday night getting drunk, so I'm going to be...
Oh, don't get hungover.
I've got to drive home, so I'm not. I can't be that drunk, so I've got to drive home from where I am. So it's fine. It's nothing is ever stopping me. I nearly have an outfit, or I've got a t-shirt, which constitutes nearly an outfit. I need to plan the rest of the outfit around the t-shirt. So no,
you'll be lucky if I wear that.
Oh dear God. Hey, don't you all wish you could come? Come and see that. That'd be pretty.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I am really worried it's going to rain, though.
I've checked the weather. I feel like I did check the weather, and I feel like it wasn't too
In the
bad.
7 years we've been having this party,
Yeah.
we've never once had rain.
No.
Not once.
No, we haven't actually. It's always been pretty sunny, to be fair.
It's just been a guarantee. Haven't even thought about it.
No.
But-
oh, stupid. That's a pet peeve. Weather.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Actually, so we could give some. I was going to say we could go live on the party. That was a really
What?
stupid thought.
What?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Why these things- No, get rid of that.
No.
What I meant to say
No.
is we can give a little catch up on the party and the shenanigans next week. on the
Yes.
podcast.
Yeah.
Because we really ought to get going on what our pet peeves are. So
Yes.
we've been cultivating some responses from our listeners.
Yes.
So shall I jump in with my top 5 or shall I go in with some of the listeners first? Do you want to know? Do you know what actually inspired this episode? Was because I was ranting to you.
That was it. And it was so out of the blue. I was so confused as well because
Was it a text or was
yeah,
it?
no, it was a text. And it was really long, and I remember opening it and being, ooh, what's happened here? This is fun. Claire's on one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll start off actually.
Yes.
Now it's on
Go on.
the tip of my tongue. Poor listeners, like
Yeah.
you just. If you're going to enter into a conversation with somebody, you need to be going into that
Yeah.
with the intention of actually listening
Yeah.
to the other person. And you can have a passive conversation and just talk shit, but listen and engage with
Yeah.
what the other person's saying so that they can feel heard. It's a horrible feeling when you're speaking to somebody. And I know that naturally sometimes conversations break and you go off and do something else, but try and return back to it, because so many times, like I've been having this more often than not, this actually happens at work, because 12 hours is a long time to be working with somebody and for your conversations not to be heard, because then you just feel like a fucking moron, just talking about whatever it is that you've got in your... And I keep myself to myself a lot of the time because of the arsehole listeners that I've worked with previously. And but I don't like to tarnish everybody with the same brush.
Yeah.
But this particular girl I was working with one night, she's really, really lovely, absolutely lovely girl, but just terrible conversationist, absolutely horrendous.
In what way? So just not...
Or you'd just be talking about something, like just say, for example, we were talking about going down to the beach the weekend, and then just stop you dead and just say, I'm going to go to a music festival in the summer holidays, and you're like,
Oh.
what the... Hold up.
Hold
I
on.
haven't said my bit.
So not even on topic, not even like being a topper.
No.
It's just...
Total change tracks.
No, that's just rude.
It is really rude.
What?
Yeah, I know. Massive pet peeve.
Wow.
And I could rant, but I don't want to rant. But it's a very ranty thing for...
Yeah.
Well, I guess I go in... I'm a very conscious listener. Like, I like to make the person who I'm speaking with feel heard. Even if I don't find it particularly interesting, I'll try and find something in it, because I know how horrible it is when the person you're talking to just is like... Fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, let's, on another note, let's talk about something else. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
So I always try and make an effort to listen intently and ask questions that invite further explanation. I think I've mentioned before about this book that I'm reading. It's called How to Talk So Kids Will Listen.
Yeah.
And it's really, really interesting. It makes you think a lot about the things that our kids say to us and how we often want more information from them, but we're sometimes putting words in their mouth as opposed to inviting them to say more with our silence. So our body language is saying, I'm here and I'm listening, but our mouths are saying, nothing. Tell me more. Because you naturally want to fill that gap.
Yes.
That silence. And it is terribly awkward when somebody's silent when you're having a conversation. But as that person... say you're telling a story and there is a silence, you do naturally stumble into that silence by filling it with more detail, especially if it's something personal or if it's something that's maybe, I don't know, if it's something that's on your mind. It's a great way of getting further, because it allows you as the speaker to explore your thoughts in order to fill that gap. Yeah. It's really interesting how it happens. Yeah. But with kids, this book is really, I cannot recommend it enough. It's fantastic. Really, really good.
I don't want to listen to my kids.
Yeah, but not just in general day to day, but just on things that matter. Like if there's something bothering them at school, or they've all of a sudden become a bit of a recluse and gone inwards on themselves, like getting out, encouraging them to talk about what is maybe bothered them at school or bothered them with their schoolwork or something, and they're not. Sometimes they don't know what it is.
Yes.
You know, kids, their emotions and their hormones sometimes overtake and don't allow their mind to process. But if you can ask inviting questions,
then they'll expand.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's very true.
There's actually one for teenagers as well, and sibling rivalry and stuff like that. But I haven't read all of them, but the one that I am reading is fantastic. Right, my next pet peeve. Now this one comes from Facebook selling sites, and I've actually had to unfollow a lot of them. Not because they cost me money, but because people do this on a regular basis, and it really pisses me off. And they're selling a chest of drawers, and they write draw instead of drawer. Here's a chest of drawers. It's got 8 drawers. It's 8 drawers. Yes. Drawers. You draw out the drawer. And this is the thing about pet peeve. They're nonsensical to anybody else.
They are.
But they fucking irritate the person who they belong to. And it really irks me. It's like my next one. When somebody says, "Oh, I went to, I brought milk at the shop." No, you bought milk at the shop and you brought it home. I brought it at the shop.
I bought it.
Oh my God.
Hold on, now I've got it again. You explain this to me. I bought a pint of milk and I brought it to your ass.
Yes, your ass.
Your ass. I don't know why that, honestly. I heard that. I heard that. That is, it's, brought.
Yeah. It's a simple difference, but I have got quite a few pet peeves actually, and to be honest, it's actually spelling related, and spelling isn't one of my strengths, but it's not something, I guess I'm about to say, it's not something that I profess to be one of my strengths despite being an author, but I have software that allows me to help
and
with my
people that
spelling.
read it that help you with that. That's different.
So my job is not to be good at the spelling, my job is to be good at the content, and somebody else fixes the spelling.
Yeah, that's fine.
But these little, draw instead of drawer and brought instead of bought, it really, I used to have a friend who would say brought all the time, and it was almost like she said, it was probably because it annoyed me so much, but it felt like she said it all the, no, I've never told her that it annoyed me because I didn't want to upset her, Jesus, but it felt like she said it all the bloody time. Oh, I brought this, and oh, I brought that when I was out. No, you didn't. You didn't. You bought it. You purchased. Yes, you bought. Yeah. Anyway, so my number 4 is fakeness. I can't suffer fakeness. No. I'd rather just silence, like fakeness in respect of like around other people. It irritates me. I'd sooner just be like, "No, you're all right, thanks," rather than "Oh yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, lovely."
No, it's not good quality anyway, is it, really?
No, but it is something that I guess social media feeds into, this fakeness of life. I see a lot of fakeness on social media. Social media is a tiny little window into a very deep and dark hole. Yeah. And the fakeness that you can see, especially when you know the truth behind. Like I've had a conversation with somebody last week, and I know that what they're posting on social media it's not even close to the truth. No. And I guess in some ways it's people's way of coping. And they, quite often you read about, or you hear about the couples who are in dire straits at home, but they're so lovey-dovey on social media, and you're like, what? Who are you kidding? Who are you trying?
Themselves. I think it is about kidding yourself.
Yeah, but does it only validate if it's putting it on social media? Is it only valid, that kidding on? Does it only work if you say it aloud to somebody else so that they all think,
because I think even before social media, people would have done that just in public more, that is still presenting that even if inside is shit. That I think that's natural, and now you've got social media, you can put all the good, but without any of the crap.
Yeah.
Which I think more and more people, definitely that I follow, are maybe giving it a bit more balance. It's not just the fun but I think equally you've got to be careful with social media, because how much do people want to read?
Yeah.
Like if someone was just putting all the shit all the time, and I can think of someone that used to a lot, do you want to see that all the time? It's like, oh, fuck off.
I know.
Get off my newsfeed. No, I'm over that.
I don't get the personal diarrhea off.
I think for some people, though, it is their... What's the word? Oh, not gratification. Validation. It is that, having... Maybe they're lonely and they haven't got the friends that they're able to talk to in their immediate circle. I think we're very lucky in having friendships. Our WhatsApp groups are constant. That not everyone has that. So social media is another way of getting that, and getting those that
a little bit
feeding
of attention,
that soul, I suppose, which I think that people use it in how they need to use it. I unfollow a lot.
Yeah, so do I.
Now, because I just can't be asked. I want to see what I want to see. I don't want to see what I don't want to see. And that's it. Yeah. That you do you, and I will unfollow you.
Yeah. Right, okay. My number 5, now this is really trivial, but it's dirty fingernails.
Yeah, but that is one that is...
Oh, it's just, there isn't really an excuse for it.
No.
If your fingernails are long enough to have dirt underneath them, then they're long enough to dig it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. It really... And as a young girl, even on a farm... Nails was my thing. I loved them. I loved painting my nails. I used to do it every other day. Like I came up with these patterns and I'd use sellotape. I'd stick it in different directions. I loved doing my nails. Probably, actually, it masked the dirt that might have been underneath them. I don't remember that being a thought that I had, but it was. I always liked being the farm girl with the nice nails. Like I liked that. But the other day I was cutting one of my kids' fingernails and I was thinking, I should have really noticed this, but how have you let them get so bloody long and so dirty? It's disgusting. We've got a hot tub. I mean, that, of all the places, would soak it out.
Oh, God, yeah. Get in there and clean your nails, kids.
I know.
No.
But that is my shit list, anyway. That is my top 5 things that really do. For today, anyway.
For today, yeah.
For today. It could very likely change tomorrow.
Yes. Very true.
And I don't consider myself as an irritable person.
Oh, I don't consider you an irritable person.
But if I allow myself to think about it.
But I think with pet peeves, they're things that, like you said, they're just little irritants that sometimes I struggle
unjustifiable
to make a list because I'm in a good mood and my brain's a bit numb. So actually I'm like, nothing annoys me, and that's an absolute lie, because I do get annoyed over little things.
Well, shall we go into... It's sometimes you don't realise what annoys you until it happens.
Yeah.
Because when you hold on to these things, that's where negativity spirals, is when you focus and you attach.
Yeah.
But one for Carly was, one of her pet peeves was spoilers for books, films or TV shows. When somebody deliberately... That's not a pet peeve, that's fucking rude. Yeah, that is rude.
Someone did that with Line of Duty the other week, and that's so wrong. Mm-hmm. You know the world is waiting. Yeah. And yes, okay, it was on the Sunday, but people have other shit to do.
Yeah.
Don't put it like...
Don't say it just now, because I'm actually going to be finishing it tonight, I think. Maybe.
But no, I saw it, and then it was like, oh, Tanya, what? Why? Why did you need to do that? There was people who'd put things around, it wasn't as good as a Fool. Like, you can put your opinion, that's fine. Yeah. But you don't give away information.
So had you actually read it? Yeah. Or did you kind of get a glimpse like, oh, no.
I got a glimpse, but enough of a glimpse to spoil it.
Annoying.
And it was like, okay, fuck you, then that's it.
Social media was a total minefield that week. Like, I very rarely went on it, to be honest.
It's very annoying.
Very annoying.
People are stupid.
Lily's is people who chew too loudly.
Oh.
That again is just a lack of a personal awareness.
Yeah, that's shocking.
One for Victoria was when people say when you're talking, like that constant. It's like that reassurance that I'm still listening, but
Yeah, no.
She says that is enough to make me want to rip someone's throat out. Like, it's just proper.
I get that.
Red flag.
Yeah.
And one from Leslie was people who interrupt. And yes, I totally get that. People who interrupt others, it is a pet peeve, but it's also, again, it's really, really rude.
Yeah.
It's a lack of awareness.
And I think there's a difference with this, because you know, when sometimes you have a conversation or you're having a conversation with your mates and it does sometimes like, oh, and that's different. It's when what annoys me with that is toppers. I hate when you're having a conversation with someone and they interrupt you to top your story. So no, that happened to me. I don't give a shit because I'm talking there. Like, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Shut up. And I empathise with me afterwards and go, oh yeah, no, that I understand what you mean, but listen to me talk first.
Yeah.
That winds me up.
It's really frustrating, isn't it? It's a horrible feeling with it's such an empty, shallow feeling not being heard or not being listened to and validated. Use that word again,
validated. But it is, and I think because of the line of work, I suppose, that I do with mental health and talking to kids, it's so beaten into us to listen. Like, so then when people don't, or they interrupt, or they top, it goes against everything that I've been taught. So it's a bit like, okay.
That I'm about to interrupt as well, but it's purely for a sound effect.
Am I banging the table?
No. The table's creaking, and I don't think I'll be able to get the sound out of the audio, so just... If anyone's hearing like a creaking in the background,
it's because I don't sit
I'm
still.
not actually letting the farts slip out. I'm holding them tight. It is just the table.
I'm so glad she's holding it tight. They're not good.
No, I'm really holding it tight. I can have a sore tummy by the end of it.
God. No, it is me moving around on the table constantly.
Oh dear. So have you got your list of top 5 pet peeves?
Yeah, I've been adding things
for today.
So I was bad and hadn't done a proper list. Again, I'm not organised. And then it is one of them things when you start thinking, and another one, and another one. But sort of following in line with some of your grammar, but punctuation, it just does my nut in. And it isn't, I'm not saying that you have to be perfect, but capitals, full stops, just...
Is this in a text message?
Generally a text message, yes. Or on Facebook, when it should be split into paragraphs, and it's one long thing. What? I don't know what you're saying. I genuinely, I don't know what you're saying, and it isn't. I will just go, no, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Paragraphs, full stops, capital letters.
Yeah.
It's the first thing we're taught when we go to school.
I know.
Do it. You have press the space key twice, and it does it for you on most phones. Yeah.
And you can send it to you as well. On all new phones, you can
there you go. There is no excuse for bad punctuation. It winds me up. Just don't do it. Don't do it. My kids do it, and it's lazy. And I know that's what it is. It's lazy. Yeah. My next pet peeve: if I'm texting you, don't call me.
Oh,
do not phone me.
Yes.
I'm texting you for a reason.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, that winds me up, and I'm not going to answer the phone.
No, I won't. I'll text and say, text me.
Yeah. Like, just why? Don't. We were texting. Why would you call me? It winds me up, because I'm like, you can, and the thing is, it's not just because I'm antisocial, I don't want to talk to people, it's partly that, but I can text while I'm doing stuff. If I'm having a phone call, that's different.
Yeah.
Whereas I can send you a quick message, I don't want a phone call. That takes up time out of my schedule.
Yeah. That's what voice notes are for.
Yes.
But there's a time limit to a voice note, really.
And also, I have to, like, sometimes, but sorry, work, that I might listen while I'm in a meeting, or I can't listen when I'm in a meeting, or I can text when I'm in a meeting, and then I can't listen, and then that winds me up, because I'm like, I want to know what's being said, and I can't listen. I think you did one the other day, and it took me about 20 minutes to get through the whole thing, so I was listening 10 seconds at a time between people speaking. Not 10 seconds.
Was it even related to you? If it was in the group chat?
I don't even think it was.
I don't think it was, because it was for Sally.
I think it was, and I was like, that was not worth my fucking effort. It took up so much time trying to listen to that.
Next time that happens, I'll say who doesn't need to listen to it.
Yes.
This is for.
Yeah, make it known. Yeah, because sometimes I don't need to listen. I know, like in Pretty Ladies, they love a voice note, and I don't. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that was a waste. but I love you all. Sorry.
Somebody once sent me a 7-minute long voice note.
No. How can you voice note for 7 minutes?
And if she hadn't have been like, so often, it could have maybe just been 3 minutes.
Oh.
Honestly, it was so long.
No, I wouldn't listen to that. I wouldn't listen to that.
I don't know why I did, to be honest.
I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't. I'd look at it as 7 minutes and go, no, I'm not doing it. What did you say?
Text me the headlines.
Yeah. Text me. Text me. We are so lucky to have phones. Text me. Don't phone me. That's not what they're for. Those days have gone. It does. It winds me up. Just stop it. But Bella's very good. She always knows. Text me.
Yeah.
My other one, bad drivers. Or not even just bad drivers, but you know when you're driving, we live in the countryside, and I only started driving when I moved here. I'd passed my test in London, but I've never driven properly in London. I started driving here. Our roads are mainly 60 miles an hour. Yeah. I like that in a road.
Yeah.
What winds me up is when you get someone going 40 on a 60 road,
yeah, I know.
But then they get to the 30
and they
speed up.
I don't get that.
What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? You've kept me for miles and miles going at 40 miles an hour, not letting me go round either, because they're the same ones that sort of veer out as well, so you can never overtake them. And then you get to a 30 and you're off. What's wrong with you? But I honestly, there are times I would like to just knock on people's window.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Learn to fucking drive. That is a peeve. It does wind me up. The kids as well. That's when my language gets very bad in the car. I'm like, The next one. Can't be asked. Right, that's the saying. Yeah, okay. CBA, I can't be asked. No, a lot of the kids are stupid and it's I can't be asked. That's not the saying.
You say that.
I can't be asked. I would never say I can't be asked.
No, not that phrase, but you would say asked.
Asked?
No, you don't say that. You say, you say that asked.
Ask.
Yeah, you say that. It's a London thing that you brought down here.
Yeah, but not with CBA.
No, not with CBA.
That's CBA. Asked. I can't say...
Asked.
I asked him. That's
it's asked.
No, it's not. It's asked.
It's not asked. It's got no X in it. It's ASKED. Asked.
Asked.
No, it's not asked.
Say bath.
Bath.
See, no. You're wrong.
Don't discriminate against my accent.
It's a northern thing. It is as you go north of the river. No, it is bath.
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 F.
Bath with an F.
Bath.
Bath with an F. Path.
Path.
No.
How is that different?
Yeah, path.
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 Path. Path.
Path.
Path.
Path.
Path.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're
path.
Not. Path. You're saying path.
Path. Path. Oh, okay.
That just sounded amazing. That was just bad. No.
But you do say asked.
But I don't mind the asked. It's the can't be asked. Because that's not the saying. The saying is I can't be asked. Because you're saying I can't be asked to do it.
Asked is asked. But asked is a different word.
Yes. Asked as in your butt.
Yeah.
I can't be asked to do it. Not I can't be asked. That's what kids say. I can't be asked. And you're like, no, it's not. And they will argue the point and go, that's the saying is I can't be asked. No, it's not.
Oh.
The saying is I can't be asked. It winds me up. And I've had many arguments with young people about that.
Really?
Yeah. And it must be some YouTuber must have said asked. Asked.
Oh,
fucking hell. Now it's changed. It's CBA can't be asked.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Idiots.
That's like people round here calling the spa. Spa.
Spa.
I get people say spa to me in a text message.
Spa.
It's the spa.
It's the spa. I'm going to the spa.
Going to the spa.
Going to the spa.
I can
think of shop.
2 people that text me and say going to the spa.
SPA.
But they don't say it like that. They say spa.
Yeah, but those good people can't spell.
Yeah, but when I tell you who they are, you'll be shocked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can't say it on the podcast. That's not very fair.
Can't. Oh. No. Right. Can't be. Oh. Spa.
Yeah.
Spa.
Spar. Right, what kind of car have I got outside?
I don't know.
For fuck's sake. Right, okay. I've got a Peugeot.
Oh my God, what are you saying? What did you just say? I'm so glad that's been recorded, that I can listen back. I don't even know what.
Yeah, I've got a Peugeot. 308.
No, you haven't. You got a Peugeot. 308. Oh, that's absolutely made my week, and it's Monday. Nothing's going to top that. Nothing.
I got ribbed for that at work a few weeks ago.
Oh God, a Peugeot. What is a fucking... Wow. Oh God, I don't think I've ever heard that in my life.
Must be a Scottish thing then, because we call Primark up the road. It's Primark. Primark. It took me a long time.
I've never heard you say that.
No, because I was very aware of how dickish it sounded when I lived in Primark. No, it's Primark.
That's Primark.
And a buffet.
Buffet?
No, it's buffet.
No.
I'll put on a buffet on Saturday night.
No, you will not. You're putting a buffet. And I'll drink. No, see, language is weird, but I say things right and you don't. Peugeot. I love that.
Oh dear. Is that all your Is that your five?
No, I've got one more.
Yeah, I realised I hijacked
I'm debating between two. Because...
Go on, heads up.
Okay, no.
Just do them both.
Okay. Right, the first one, and this is mainly household related, and it's just my house. That my family finish a plate of food, and they put the plate next to the sink. That sometimes they might even empty the food. Put it in the fucking sink. Put the plate in the sink, not next to the sink. It goes in the sink, because then you get a pile next to the sink. Put the fucking plate in the sink. It winds me up. I shout in my house a lot. Put the plate in the sink. Put the plate in the sink. You've made it that far. Put it in the sink. Put it in the sink.
Right, so has this sink got water ready to be washed? Oh, no. No.
But I don't do my dishes like that. I'm bad for the environment, so I run water.
What? You run water and wash them under the running...
Yeah.
Tanya, that is so bad for the planet.
I know, but it's cleaner.
Yeah. Do you know, on the subject of dishwashing, it really pisses me off when people put plates in the sink, whether it's got water in it or not, with food still fucking on it.
My food
Even
bin
ketchup
is next to the sink. So you have no excuse, and that Mike could do this all the time. I will find chicken bones. I'm not. Why? What? That's a big thing. And then they're like, but you told us to put the plate in the sink. Take the fucking food off it. Like, come on. Honestly, it's said daily in my house. Daily. Put it in.
When Trev does the dishes, he does the dishes, and he takes a lot longer than I do. But once he's done the dishes, he leaves the dirty dishwasher in the sink. Oh. As if there's more to be done. Oh. No. Just tip it out. Tip. I think it's gone. Yeah. No, he'll leave that. He'll leave it there till the next morning.
No.
It's such a him and his mum thing. Oh, it's a total McBain thing to do. Because his mum would do that too. She leaves the dishwasher there. Dishwater. I don't know what Hayley does, actually.
To find out, Hayley, what do you do? Do you leave the water in the
Hayley,
sink?
what do you do? Come on, whose side of the fence are you on here?
Out in you now. Yeah. No, see, that's half-assed. Arsed as well, not arcs. It's fine, half-assed. It's a half-assed job. Do it properly, or just go away.
Oh yeah,
go away. That's a whole nother one. Is do it properly.
In fact, see if we'd titled this episode "Claire's Pet Peeves of Trev." I would have so much more on it. Yeah. I was very conscious of not calling him out on it, but there's another one I'm going to have to call him out on as well. He doesn't smoke in the house, he smokes outside in the shed. Right next to his smoking chair is the tumble dryer. Right? Oh. Now our tumble dryer, it's a sensor, so it turns off once the washing's finished. But it'll then tumble like every 5 minutes or so. He takes I don't know how long to smoke a fag. At least must get a couple of tumbles. By the time he's rolled himself a ciggy, sat down, scrolled through his phone, smoked his ciggy, come back inside. Couple of tumbles. Now he'll come in empty-handed. And that just, I can't bear it. I can't,
No.
it's right there. It's not my fucking job.
That's exactly
to
why, though. It's because it's your job to either do it or remind them. That is exactly... I know the amount of times people in my house will say, I'm going to do this for you. No, you're not. No, you're not doing it for me. No. You're not doing it for me. You're doing it because we all live in this fucking house. This is what happens when I pet peeve. I rant and I swear. But you're not doing it for me, are you? You're doing it because you don't want to live in a shithole.
Yeah.
But they would. They would happily live in a shithole. But, like, fine. I have now. I'm not doing anything properly. My house is actually a shithole at the minute because I'm just like, I'm not doing it. And waiting. And no one's doing anything. So I am just going to have a lot to do. But
I know sometimes you do wonder why you put up these fights, though.
Yeah, it is. But I'm like, fucking house. I'm going to move out soon.
Trevor, every time he does the dishes, like, he'll say to me, oh, can you just tidy them and stack them beside the sink for me and I'll do them when I come back in. And I'm like, nobody does this for me, but okay, that's fine. And then he'll do the dishes and they'll come through like, oh, fucking hell, I thought you cleared the fucking table. I was like, no, you just asked me to tidy them and stack them. I'm not cleaning the table as well. I'm taking all the dishes to do.
No! Who does that for me?
I know, exactly. Here we go. I hope you're listening, Trevor.
Yeah.
He's in the shower upstairs, I can hear him.
No, I know Sam's not listening. Even if he did, it wouldn't make any difference. I'd be like, whatever.
The passive-aggressive way of dealing with your relationship woes.
Yep, it is. Don't care. But my last one, and it's mainly a pet peeve on myself, although I don't like it on other people, and I'm not fat shaming before I say it because it's awful. Back fat. I hate it. I can't. I don't see the point in back fat, and I have got back fat, and I hate it. And there's no reason. Like, I'm not eating in my back.
Yeah.
Like, why? My stomach, I get. Like, me floppy boobs, I get. Like, they've had a use. Mm-hmm. Why has my back got fat on it? It doesn't make any sense. And every day I put my bra on, I'm like, why are you there? Like, stop it.
Do you feel it any other time, apart from when you're putting your bra on?
Sometimes.
Can you feel
Sam
it right
likes
now?
to stroke, like, and that white, like, get off of, don't touch me. Mm-hmm. Don't touch me anyway. But definitely don't touch me. I'm a fat. Mm-hmm. But, no, it's main... No, I can't. I think I just know it's there.
Okay.
And it does. I think my favourite part of the body used to be the back. I love a strong back. And then when I started getting back fat, and it was like, when it started slowly, and it was like, oh no, it's just the bra. Mm. It's the bra digging in. It's not the fucking bra. Where's the bra? It's just the fat. And why is that there? And it won't go. Even when I've lost weight and my belly will go. Mm-hmm. Not that it ever go completely. It goes down slowly. But the back fat is like, it just wants to stay. Why? Yeah. Makes no sense. It
is interesting little things that trigger you, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. I'm just like,
Yeah, see, I had a cesarean with Connor, so I've got that little bit of overhang on my tummy, and I feel it. And do you know when I feel it the most is when I'm doing the dishes. I feel it fall down. Oh God, that feels manky. It feels really horrible. And like if it gets itchy, sometimes it gets like, what's it called when your scar gives you pain? Oh, there's a word for it. I can't remember what it is. But I sometimes get that.
Okay.
And
like phantom pains.
Yeah. And then I'm aware that it's under that little bit of skin, and it's like, oh, I hate that feeling of it's like skin on skin. It's slapping.
We're so delightful and attractive. I love that. It's just slapping.
Oh dear.
Ew.
Right, let's change the subject away from my slapping tummy. But we are going to, at some point in the future, start planning for season 3, okay? I'm not going to say and lie that we're doing it at the moment yet, because we're not. But we are putting plans in motion to think about who we're going to collaborate with in season 3, because we're going to bring some new people into the podcast.
That's going to be
We're going to bring some voices, some expertise, some other podcast hosts that you can listen to, and get a different perspective on a variety of different topics.
Yeah.
So if there is anything in particular you want to hear us talk about, or if you've got... Did we ask people for their podcast hosts? Yeah, if you've got a favourite podcast host that you listen to, an accessible one, like not like massively, hugely famous, but actually, why not?
Because I'll get the
It's more realistic. Oh yeah, you're all about the attainable request.
If they don't get back to me, then I'll get the So no one.
If I'm going to go live, people have to watch me.
Yes. Well, exactly. It is. I'm spoiled.
Okay, so do let us know if you have another favourite podcast host besides the two of us,
of course,
who you listen to, who you think would make an interesting collaboration. They've got to be vivacious and vibrant, and funny,
don't want no flat
engaging. Yeah, we don't want any flat voices. And
don't like that.
Boring. Yeah. I might get red buzzer. And do you know what? I can get
a red buzzer.
Yeah, a red buzzer, or I can get a side effects.
Oh God!
Program. Go.
No, but you can't do that.
You could. Somebody. That would be funny.
That's mean.
No, it's not. What if I prepared them in the beginning? Did I say?
You're boring. Fuck off. We don't want you here anymore. That's slightly harsh, but all right. And you're the nice one. Shit. He's in trouble. Let us know if you have got people, and we'll hit them up, because we've got a little bit of time before we launch season 3.
Mm-hmm. It's always good for us to know what you guys want to listen to.
Yeah, support your local podcasters, please. Hit us up.
All right, guys. We've only got a couple episodes left in this season, so we will speak to you again next week.
Bye.
Bye.